Hey guys, what's up? I've been super distracted and kind of bummed out the last couple of days. Like underlying. But the other, like a few videos back, I don't know, like 4 or 5 videos back, I think I mentioned to you guys that I was at my sister-in-law's baby shower and my brother-in-law was complaining about something that their parents had done or whatever, just not visiting enough or whatever. And I was like, well, my parents are like that. And my brother said, yeah, but your parents don't really love you that much. Like your parents don't show you they love you. And I didn't really say anything because I was like, wow, what would make, because I'd never heard anybody say that before. As a kid, I always felt loved. And I never thought that my parents didn't love me. Years later, now I'm super insecure about how my family feels about me, whether they love me or not. Most people don't like me. They don't like me because I speak my mind. I am super sensitive, so I will let people know when they've hurt my feelings. And a lot of people get defensive about that because they feel like you're blaming them for hurting you, and it's not even, it's not how it should be dealt with. You know, if somebody told me, hey, you really hurt my feelings, I'd be like, oh shit, I'm sorry. What did I do? I didn't mean it. This is what was happening. But oftentimes there are people who you'll say, hey, you know, you were supposed to call me back the other day. It's been like 2 weeks. You know, you really hurt my feelings when you did that. Well, I'm busy. I don't have time to be dealing with your nonsense. You know, when the other person should really be like, oh wow, you care enough to like notice that I didn't call you back for 2 weeks. Yeah, my counselor, I've talked about this at length in counseling, and my counselor told me that I need to either tell my family how I feel or completely detach myself from them. And I haven't been able to tell them because they don't listen. I got into it with my brother this morning, and that's why it's like 12 o'clock and I'm doing this video rather than at the end of the day, because I have a lot to say. But my brother is an alcoholic, and he's been an alcoholic for years. And I have the type of family that is very ignorance is bliss type of view of the world. She's got mental illness, give her a pill, fine. That's all I need to know. Don't need to know anymore. That's it. Or, you know, oh, you know, he said he's not drinking anymore, so he's fine. He's actually been able to keep a job for at least a month, so he's fine. And I can't do that anymore. You know, for a long time, I didn't say anything to my brother because I didn't want him to shut me out, but he's been shutting me out for the last 20 years. And he has been slowly killing himself with alcohol for the last 20 years. And it hurts me to see, and I don't want to watch him die. I don't want to watch him kill himself. I don't want to see him be completely depressed all the time. I don't know if he has mental health issues, but I do know he suffers from depression. And that could be mostly caused from the alcohol. I'm of the thought that once we confuse our brain, once our brain gets to a point where it's at such a stress level, there's really no coming back from that. And I feel that way for a few different reasons. But anyway, so today I jokingly had made a comment to him over text that he took the wrong way, and he blew up at me. And I had it. It was the end. I'm done ignoring his alcoholism. So I called him on it and I said, look, you need help. You lied, because I stayed at his house and he lied straight to my face and told me he wasn't drinking. And I found alcohol all over his house the next morning. And I knew he was drinking that night because I smelled it all over him. There was one point where we were sitting on the porch and he burped and he literally could have lit it on fire. And when somebody's hiding the fact that they're drinking from you, that's full-blown alcoholism. If they have to hide it from you, I've never judged him. I've never given him, only one time did I give him a lot of, did I mention, there's actually 2 times I've mentioned AA to him, or brought up his drinking. I've asked him a handful of times, hey, are you drinking? But I've never really harped on it. And today I just told him, I let him have it. I said, you know, you lash out at people, you get depressed, and you act completely different when you're drinking. You isolate. And I said, you need help. I don't think he's going to get it, but I have to do what's best for me. But yeah, I don't feel loved by my family at all anymore. You know, my stepmom, I refer to her as my mom because she's been much more of a mom than my biological mother. My biological mother is just a bad person, period. Just a bad person, and has a lot of mental issues and things going on, but she's not someone that's ever going to change or try to become better or acknowledge her mistakes or acknowledge how she affects other people around her. So I really just had to dismiss her completely. And that's different, you know. I haven't really like felt a deep love for her, connection to her in years. And even then it was pretty superficial. But because she wasn't there. She left when I was 13 years old, and she would tell me how much she loved me, and she told me that she literally left me and my brother. They're gone. She's gone, and I'm there with me and my brothers and my dad. And I was 13, and I was forced to, you know, look after them and care for them. And so my brother that I let have it today, because of his drinking, because I'm his older sister, because I'm like 5 years older than him, and because when we were little, our parents pretty much ignored us, and I was kind of always there taking care of them. I mean, my dad didn't intentionally ignore us. He worked, and then he had to deal with my biological mother when he got home, so that's a job in itself. But my little brother he looks at me as like a mom figure. And he even said in the text message, and he's even said to me before, oh, you were always like a mom to me. I wasn't trying to be, and I'm not trying to be. I'm his sister. I'm not his mother. I'm his sister. And he has my stepmom, my mom. He has my mom. She's raised him, you know, like she's raised him great. Yes, in the beginning, like I looked after my brothers when my parents were like screaming and yelling and throwing things at each other. But it's hard. It's hard to be. My brothers hate me. They think I'm mean. They look at me as their mean sister. They're always angry with me. I don't know why. But my sister's great. She loves me. Anyway, I don't know. I just had to get some stuff off my chest. I've been talking for like 9 minutes already. You guys are probably bored. But I think I'm going to start trying to make my videos more creative. I might do an intro or something like that. I don't know. They're still going to be the same. I just might do stuff to make them look better. But yeah, if you guys have any comments or any tips on how to deal with an alcoholic, and I would love to hear them. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.